One tiny mistake on your US citizenship application could cost you your shot at becoming a US citizen. Sounds dramatic, right? But it is absolutely true. Every year, thousands of people have their N-400 naturalization application denied, not because they did not qualify, but because of small, avoidable mistakes. So today I'm going to walk you through the most common naturalization mistakes that cause denials and how you can avoid them. I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to prepare you. By the end of today's video, you will know exactly what USCIS looks for, what can trigger a denial, and how to make sure your path to US citizenship stays on track. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the Next Level Life Path, where we take the next steps needed to grow towards our financial freedom and success. Now, let's start with the obvious one, and it is the most painful one: application errors. You would think that after paying $725, people would double check their forms, right? No. Every year, thousands of N-400 applications get rejected or delayed because of simple typos, missing answers, or outdated forms. Here's the thing, USCIS is not forgiving. If you leave a section blank, forget a signature, or miss a date, it's not, oh, they'll fix it for me. No, they will send it right back, or worse, they will deny it. And here's the thing, once it is denied, your money is gone. The filing fee is non-refundable. I once read about an applicant who forgot to list their previous address. Just one line, and their case got rejected. It set them back another 6 months. So here's the thing. The golden rule is to always download the latest version of the N-400 directly from the USCIS.gov site. Fill out every question. If it does not apply to you, write N/A. And before you send it, triple check every section like your future depends on it, because it kind of does. Now let's talk about residence and physical presence. One of the sneakiest reasons people get denied. To apply for naturalization, you generally need to be a resident for 5 years or 3 years if you are married to a US citizen. But here is where people slip up. They take long trips outside of the US, and they don't realize that even one trip longer than 6 months can break your continuous residence. Say you spend 7 months in your home country, say for family or work or just a long visit. When you return, USCIS might say, sorry, your residence clock just reset. So if you are traveling, keep your trips under 180 days. And if you absolutely must stay longer, keep everything. I mean, like your boarding pass, your lease agreement, your US bills, anything that proves your intent to return to the country. Think of it like building your residence defense kit. You might never need it, but if you do, you will be glad that you have it. Now here's where things get serious and a little bit misunderstood. To become a US citizen, you must show good moral character. And that is during the 5 years before you apply. And remember, if it is 3 if you're married to a citizen. But what does that mean really? Are they judging your personality? Well, not exactly. They are looking at your actions, like paying your taxes, following the law, and being honest in your dealings. Well, let's go a few red flags so you understand what I'm saying clearly. One of them is unpaid taxes or lying on your tax returns. Another one is failing to pay child support or driving under the influence, that infamous DUI, or any other criminal offenses. And the last one that I would include is lying on your N-400 application. And yes, even small lies can turn into big problems. I once heard of a case where someone failed to mention a dismissed arrest from years ago. They thought it didn't matter. Well, USCIS found it, and guess what? Denial. It's not about being perfect, it's about being honest. And if you have something in your past, address it head on. Explain it, show the evidence that you have taken responsibility of it. The US doesn't expect saints, but it does expect honesty. The next one is the hidden question that trips people up. And this is, have you ever failed to register for selective service? If you're a male between 18 and 26, you are required to register. And if you did not, USCIS could say you did not meet the good moral character requirement. But And this is very important. If you were not required, like you were here on a visa and not on a green card at that age, then you can explain that in a written statement. So if you're in that gray area, don't panic, just provide the proof. Remember, the truth when it is explained clearly beats silence every time. And while we're on honesty, do not leave out anything on your application thinking that they will not find out, because they will. USCIS cross-checks database, fingerprints, court cases, everything. Remember that especially with the introduction and improvement of artificial intelligence, databases can be cross-checked in mere seconds regarding anything in your background. So therefore, remember, it's not humans that are checking different databases and might overlook something or might be tedious. No, nothing slips artificial intelligence, so be careful in what you're doing. So therefore, it's not that what you hide won't hurt you, it's about what you hide can deny you your citizenship. The next one is the English and the civics test. And I know that this part freaks out a lot of people, especially the citizenship test. You would be surprised how many persons get denied because they thought, it's just basic history and I'll just wing it. No, that test has two parts. One is English and the other is civics. You will need to speak, read and write in English. Plus, you will need to answer questions about US history and government. And here's the thing, you only get 2 chances. If you fail twice, your application is denied. Let me tell you a story. A client once said, I thought I would pass. I watch CNN all the time. Turns out watching the news does not help you when they ask you how many voting members are in the US House of Representatives. What's your answer? It's 435 at this current point. And by the way, yes, it is on the test, so do not wing it. USCIS actually gives you all the questions and answers for free on their website. Download them, study them, and quiz yourself. It's also available on several YouTube content and channels. They actually ask you the question, wait a few seconds to see if you answer the questions to yourself, and then give the correct answer. There's no reason for you to fail. Play it while you're driving long distances instead of listening to music or chatting on the phone. This is your future, so treat it seriously. If you study for 6 weeks, just 1 hour a day, you will walk into that interview confident, calm and ready. Now at this point, I know what you're thinking. Wow, this is a lot. How am I to remember all of this? Well, here's the truth. The secret to getting approved is not perfection, as I said before. It is preparation. Be thorough, transparent, and be ready. If there is something in your record, own it, explain it, be a man about it. If you're going out of the country, document it. If you're unsure, research it before you file. Think of it like driving across a bridge. If you know where the weak spots are, you can cross safely. But if you ignore them, you risk falling through. Now, let's do a quick recap as I like to do with my videos. One is to download the latest N-400 form from the USCIS.gov and fill out every single question. Avoid long trips abroad, especially over 6 months. Remember, you have an aim, you have a goal of getting your citizenship, so sacrifice those long stays for now. Next, pay your taxes, settle your debt, and be honest about your history. If you missed selective service registration, explain it, do not hide it. And study properly for your English and civics test, no guessing games. If you do all of these things, your chances of denial has dropped dramatically and your dream of US citizenship has become that much closer. So there you have it, the truth about the N-400 denials and exactly how to avoid them. If this helped you, hit that like button and subscribe and share this with someone who is preparing for their citizenship. And tell me in the comment which part of the process worries you the most, because I read every comment and I'll make future videos breaking down the answers for you. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.